Welcome back to Let's Play the Knife of Dunwall, the DLC chapter for Dishonored. We've almost completely cleared out the barrister's house. I think it's just him, one guard, his personal bodyguard, and a maid. First I wanted to make a note about something. There it is. Well, there's an example. I could also be looking over here. Having seen a side-by-side comparison on the internet of the symbols straight on, and a screenshot like this, I'm gonna make it myself. I'm pretty sure that that is the usual outsider's symbol. I knew that his hand was rotated to the right, but looking at it further, I think it's also rotated a bit further away from the camera than I thought. So the lines in the middle kind of blur together and make it look different. Oh, nice wind effect. Okay, it's nothing earth-shattering, but you don't usually see wind effects. Oh yeah, that got knocked out during my self-admittedly pretty rad takedown of that lawyer. Ah, fuck it, no way to do this subtly. Oh! How the fuck didn't he notice that? Okay, sure, whatever. The Academy of Natural Philosophy. Have I read that? If I have, I don't remember. Excerpt from an overview of the Academy. Squatting at the edge of Dunwall, the Academy of Natural Philosophy is an ancient educational institute, bustling with young scientists and old philosophers, alchemists, cosmologists, and vivisectionists. I don't think I would want that to be my title. The best minds from across the Isles gather there to study all of nature, including the human corpus, the celestial heavens, and the physical universe. No one is allowed inside except esteemed members and a few students accepted each year after a long and arduous application process. Those living nearby can only puzzle at the exotic shipments seen coming from the river and passing through the back doors, or wrinkle their noses at the odd smells that emerge from the smokestacks atop. Royal physician Anton Sokolov is currently head of the Academy. Yeah, that was new, but that wasn't especially informative. No, you can go on this side. Variety is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of life, after all. Oh! No, I actually realized I'd done something dumb in the previous video. I don't have the full amount of these charms equipped. Well, it sounds like it could be useful, but I don't know what that means. No! Oh, man.
Here?
That was interesting. His subtitle said, "Daud, here? Who sent you? Killing me won't save you." The game belatedly realizes no one cares. No. I'm gonna see if I can actually get away with that. Oh, sup. Oh, he's turning around! Well, I can just toggle between spirit water and water of life, I guess. For the sake of getting past that hassle. Barrister, your house reeks of the plague. And there are sleeping guards all over it. Those windows are totally opaque. I never did figure out what that hat was for. Okay, so I switched the documents, and I got the key, I think? Odorous sack. This sack carries a very unfortunate odor. Legal immunity document. This is a signed letter from the Lord Regent, granting Timsh legal immunity to all plague provisions. Just for funsies. Eviction document. This document, dated a month ago, accuses Timsh of plague infection in his estate and orders the seizure of his assets. Sounds like an old record. Alright, that wasn't as amusing as I thought it might be. Actually, I can just hit this to get back to where I was. No, that's how I got here in the first place. Damn it. Now, it's possible this place might get crawling with dudes again. I'd want to avoid that if possible, before I check out those things. Well, first things first. That's weird. I must have fucked up real bad and loaded. I don't remember that. Hey, when are we going to get a secretary? I can never find any of the documents filed by J, and S doesn't seem to file anything. This place is turning into a vortex of disorganization so big you could ride a whale into it. Of course it's a note from a lawyer. Of course it is. Oh, hey. Wow, those be in here. Yoink! Delicious. Yes I do. Upgrade Blink for 4 runery dues. Rapid forward movement for a longer distance. Time is frozen while you aim if you aren't moving. No comment about level 2, because all it does is make you able to reach farther. That was disappointingly easy. Let's get back up to the office. I don't think he was up there. Almost missed. Oh! Which further can I reach? Alright, that's pretty far. That's right, I need that will. Right! Talia doesn't want Timsh ruined. She wants him, well, she wants him dead so she inherits all this stuff. So she's not going to be happy if he survives, but I'll probably be able to get her to talk anyway. If, okay, thought. I'll probably be able to get her to talk anyway if I get her the will, leaving everything to her. I thought I was going to have to back up off this balcony and then teleport to the one below it. I'm going to have to strangle that maid. But it's okay, I'll just leave her out here with this guy. He's fine. What the... Where the hell is Barrister Timsh? Well, let's live dangerously. Shit. Shh, it's okay. You know, I'd imagine that the civilians, more than most, are confused when they wake up afterwards. A note from Timsh. Melissa, I know that it's common practice for maids to bind their hair, but I really think it does you a disservice. Sure, there wouldn't be a problem if you left yours free, and I would enjoy the sight. If you have any other problems with your dress code, please speak with me. I'm certain that we could find some leeway. I want to make sure you're comfortable while you work. Okay, yes, obviously he wanted to leer at her, but I feel like that was another little nod to the fourth wall about the fact that all of the maids look exactly the same. I even had trouble telling Callista and Lydia apart. God rest Lydia's soul. Eminent Domain, that's the name of this level, incidentally. Excerpt from a pamphlet on new government-sanctioned practices by Barrister Arnold Timsh. It is an unfortunate reality that the plague has spread unchecked across the city of Dunwall. Of those who are afflicted, very few survive. Many times when a plague strikes a family, it leaves none in its wake, ending husband, wife, child, and elder alike. When this occurs, the homes and businesses of the deceased are left abandoned, a breeding ground for rats or for illicit trades such as gambling, prostitution, or gang activity. The city of Dunwall, with the full blessing of the Lord Regent himself, had no choice but to institute its current policy of seizure. Any property owned by those unlucky citizens brought down by the plague immediately becomes property of the state. The officers of the City Watch, led by the Dead Counters, ensure that these laws are enforced fairly and without corruption. I'm not even going to comment on that. I don't think that counts as irony. It's more like he's doing it on purpose. Timsh Estate Master Key, and they're all an old rusty key, as before. Yoink!
That's strange. Timsh doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance to Daud.
I would like to point out that I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever heard the protagonist speak during a gameplay moment. Brigmore Urn. That's what that said. Brigmore Urn. But, a repair notice. Staff, Barrister Timsh is complaining about squeaking in these doors that have been removed until the repair order comes in. Please don't throw anything down the shaft or do anything childish. Management. I would probably be invisible if I were standing right here. I'm gonna pause this so he doesn't come back up on thinking out loud. Yeah, that was the first time the protagonist in this game has ever spoken during a normal gameplay thing. Daud's breaking all kinds of rules.
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth holding pattern. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normally, I wouldn't hesitate to invent a plague infection complaint against them, and have all their assets seized. But they have a link to the Boyles, and they, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm afraid you may have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
I wonder who Benedict is. I wonder how I get upstairs. No, that's not it. So this urn. Nothing, it's just shiny. In a weird way. Yes, yes, the rune is directly above me. The important question is... Yes, that's him and not a maid. He's got the somewhat slight build, you see. I've been over here. Yup. Now we're talking. There's a maid up here somewhere. Oh, I don't like that, not knowing where she is. Why is that glowing? I think that's what I thought was a maid, but it isn't moving at all. Statue of Delilah. Talk.
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessie when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch, and the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
I'm going to go ahead and wager, Timsh cameo, that her sisters are the Brigmore Witches that the next DLC is named after. I like that he can see there's something weird about this statue. That it's... I don't know if the statue is alive, but I feel like she's channeling something of herself through it so that she can be aware of everything that happens in this house. What's next, actually? Maybe this. I have heard that you can just summon them when nobody's around to talk to them and get like a lay of the land. I might just do that with this one that's left over. 6 or 7. Oh, of course, there will be one more in the form of the one you get for doing Granny's thing. Well, I'm BurningDogFace, and this has been the, Let's Play the Knife of Dunwall, the DLC chapter for Dishonored. I'll see you next time when we read this poem and keep poking around. Later.